Hello, my name is Tatiana Zaytseva. We are in Natural Pigments Studios, and I invite you to our snow in California. And so today is an unusual day. We are doing special event at the factory, and so that's why we ask all our employees to turn off all machineries, all mills and fans. Then hopefully nobody will bother us today. This is first time we are doing that kind of events, and so hopefully it will be historical, and hopefully it will be in history. Every year we will repeat, because last year we completely failed to do this for you guys, and so Corona scared all of us, and so we were completely unprepared for holiday season. And when you started call us and ask, do we have something special, we did sell a lot of some of the sets, and I will show you today what was last year bestsellers. But today we prepared for you a lot of great gifts, and I so thank my marketing director Leslie Linau. She did great job with photographs, because otherwise my gifts will not be as beautiful without photographs. So today you will have special email where will be landing page where you can buy easy all gifts what we will present for you today. And end of the day we probably will have the banner, special banner on website. It will be on red, it will be very visible, where you can click and see all today gifts. This year we decided to have a theme on our gift guide, and it's Explorer. So because we felt like so many years, so many of you call us and saying then you would like to try some pigments, but you don't know how they look like, how they behave. And so many times you ask us to send like small teeny tiny jars, and we never had that kind of jars. And so we usually sell on 10 or 50 or 100 grams very expensive pigments, or inexpensive and 100 grams and 500 grams. So this year we come up with that teeny tiny jars, and we call that Explorers. And you can see, so we have blue Explorer set, and on the bottom of the tube you can read the names. And George, if you will show us close right here. So every pigment has a name, so then you can identify. So I will move a little bit like this, and so it has a cork, and we cover that actually with wax. So then on the transportation it will not be breaking. And literally look at this. So that would be the box that it's called Explorer Blue Pigments. Here's Explorer Yellow Pigments, and orange there. Here's Explorer Red, and again, so you can see here. And the prices, of course, just because we are talking about very expensive pigments, so the prices for that sets will be a little bit pricey. But so for that reason we have a little bit smaller sizes even, and so then it's a little bit more affordable. And we have even teeny tiny ones, oops, like this. So again, everything today you will see on our newsletter we are sending. George, you can put back. And so I actually supposed to start from completely different ideas. So we will cover everything today, not only pigments. So we started with pigments because the company name is Natural Pigments. And so then afterwards we will go to watercolors, and then oil mediums, then oils. We will have special prices today and special packaging. And then we will cover silver points and gilding. And of course, on the end, I will talk to you about last year bestsellers. And so we'll see what you will like. And so we are streaming live. Please write us questions, and George will, by the way, George, like always, assisting me behind the camera. And so he will read the questions. And by the way, since we have snow, California, we have customers from all over the world, and we would like to know what's your temperature now in behind your windows. Is that correct?
Outside.
Outside. So this how our explorers look like. They all different looking, and I hope you will definitely like that unusual kit, and of course very, very unusual one. I will move right here and look at this. This one has every expensive color, unusual, historical or modern, and so all of them again have names. That's how you can identify. And so, by the way, among that colors, we have their lazurite, azurite, we have vermilion, cinnabar, I'm sorry, not vermilion, vermilion is gone. We would like to bring back, and hopefully George one day will make for us, but for now we have cinnabar. And by the way, just to explain to you, so cinnabar is one of the most actually, it is the heaviest pigment existed right now for the on artist palette, and so buying just one jar of that pigment, you will pay actually in normal time you will pay around $160 just for one jar, and we are giving you I think it's around 50 jars right here in that chest. So I will take out most of them, and we will continue with other gifts. And so I already mentioned then that was quite expensive gift probably for very special person in your life or for yourself. So I like to give the gifts then instead of taking the gifts. So that's my thing. So, but if you like to give somebody, so look at this pocket box, and that's actually looks like book, and it's how it's look like. Oh, okay, I see. Thank you very much. And here we have our pearlescent pigments. So pearl, copper, gold, and silver. So that's how it's packed, and that's obviously much more affordable, and it's very, I think it's very cute gift to give somebody who probably will make their own watercolors, or I don't know, or egg tempera. You can do with egg tempera. For oil probably would not be enough. So, but we have bigger sizes if you do want to make your own pearlescent oil. So next set, because we always talking about historical colors, and so this year we had unusual amount new pigments in our factory, and we just, I believe last week we just announced I think 6 new colors, and so. And longest time on natural pigments, of course, we had only natural or historical colors. Nowadays, we have modern colors because they are beautiful and we can't escape them. So then we did special set, introduction set for the modern colors, and they look like this. cute. So it's right here, triangle, and you can see here's how all these colors. Here's Pyrrole, Ultramarine. Let me see if I will pronounce that. Benzimidazolone and Titanium. And here's Chromium Oxide Green and Black Oxide. So cute, very inexpensive gift for somebody who will really appreciate the bright colors. Now we can move to our watercolors. And this year we had very unusual set. I will show you, and I can tell you this: we don't have many, and I don't rush you to run and buy immediately. But we have, I do believe we have only 8 made. And we made this a long time ago. We were hoping to make more, but 5 of the pigments of that set we lost completely. We probably one day maybe we will return back to some of them, but at this point it's not exist. So like for example, we have here True Vermilion, we have Lazurite, we have Green Bice, and so that's how it's look like. So this is round box, which is cute too. So, and it's glass. And so you can use this as a palette actually if you need to mix it. And so, and here's again names of the every color. And we have empty jar for the water if you need, or for the medium. And it's convenient have the glass cover. So, and each of the jar has the cover, so you can see that. So I thought I brought the new brushes. We just got new brushes yesterday, so with Leslie, can you bring please? It's with squeezer. So what we will do, we will give you, if when you buy that set, so you we will send you set of brushes with water holder. Yes, George, is that how? Water holder. So I will show you in a second while Leslie is bringing me back. How convenient to be in factory. Usually when we film that in our home studio. So because we do afraid all noises, and of course this time we decided to do this at factory because we do have all that gifts right here prepared for you. Oh, George is showing me. Then we have a question. I almost can see. Would you ever consider acrylic? Ryan? No. But again, thank you very much, Leslie. So that's George. Can you just go back? And I will be back to acrylic. So we just received yesterday. That would be set of the pens where you can basically pour water right here, and then you can just while you're squeezing, so to your pen, so then it will deliver enough water just to make that color flowable. So that is completely new, and that would be your gift with that set. Okay, so back to Ryan. Through years I learned to never say never, but 5 years ago, I told on all our classes and all our customers that we never will have cadmiums because everybody else making cadmiums, other companies doing great job, why to bother? But ended up then we actually make our colors quite different you probably know, then we don't put any additives. So then we ended up to make cadmiums, and every artist noticing the difference between other cadmiums from other companies and us. For now, I tell you, we are that busy with oils and watercolors, and now Ceracolors, which I forget to mention. We will have a special gift for you guys who paint with encaustic or Ceracolors. So I don't think I want to even touch acrylics, especially we have great companies who already make that, that product. So no acrylics, but here what you can do for yourself. You can use any of our pigments, and you can use any of your favorite acrylic mediums, and you absolutely will have your Ryan's acrylics. Okay, so that was not on our program what I will show you right now, because again it just came. We have several watercolor boxes, and by probably end of this week, I will put several sets. And again, we already had on our website before that kind of boxes. You can show, so this is your regular box. You probably will have like from Sennelier or Winsor & Newton. We all have the same boxes. Oops, I can't pull out. Okay, here. And check at this. We have our Rublev travel brush, and it's size 4, and it does keep beautiful shape on the end. So that will be included from this time. It will be included to our boxes. So again, box looks like this. And of course that could be used as a palette. And so we, like I said, check at end of the week, and so we will have 2 different colors, and so that's how it will look like, or it will be 6 full pans or 12 half pans, or we can have. So we have another boxes, and that is, of course, for its bigger boxes. And by the way, we do sell separate empty pans for watercolors. So then you can buy any watercolors and make your own sets. And so then the brushes will be included there too. So this is, like I said, it was we didn't think to introduce today. It just happened, and I'm happy then we are doing this on that session. It came on time to our. Yes.
Question?
Yes.
What is the closest color you carry to rose madder for oils?
Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately not. And if you're talking about rose madder of Winsor & Newton, so it was through rose madder, and so we have alizarin. We have alizarin. Unfortunately, it's light fastness number 2, in watercolors number 3, I believe. So then it's not the best color for light fastness unless you know how to use that. And we definitely teach you how to use that that color on our classes, because you can safely use that color, that's for sure, but unfortunately not. And so we are not alone. Whole world dealing with that. Any more questions? Because we are going to the oils. Yes. Do you carry any Chinese brushes? No, we don't. For now we have only Calibri brushes. It's a German company, and not why. I'm not sure why. I think everybody's keeping Chinese brushes. Why to bother? So that's again, whole company was was made or was
founded.
Thank you. Was founded with idea to give you something what you can't find. So that we were trying from the beginning to find very unusual materials and to say, you know, brushes. There are so many good companies lately in market. So anyway, we sell one of them. It's called Calibri brushes. Okay, not more questions for now. We will have special. Thank you. We will have special deals because every time you call us and you ask about mediums and you ask what medium for what and why would I use one or another, and we explain, we are very patiently and lovely explain to you what's the mediums for. And this time I decided to kind of to pack them. And as much as I didn't want today to go technical, because usually, you know, the AMA sessions we are doing, we give you as much technical information as possible. Today is fun day, but I still will cover quite a bit. So let's start with first one right here, George. And so if we can move. And we divide it on group of 3. So then it will be affordable and easy, and so it will be great time to check it, you know, the properties. So here's walnut oil gel, here's oleo gel, and epoxide gel. So 3 of them are it's like I said, the gel mediums, and so the difference between them, they dry with different time. So the walnut oil is the longest drying time. Oleo gel will basically do not change any drying time for you. It's just like you will use your regular oil colors. And epoxide gel will definitely speed up the drying time. And the idea is, because see when you buy the mediums, and so you buy one and you somehow don't like it, and so you don't understand, and you think like, oh, everything else is bad too. So no, originally we made it oleo gel. Oh, sorry. So we made it oleo gel, and then we had the customers who called and they said, then, oh my God, that oleo gel dries so long. So George created epoxide oil, which is speeding up the drying time. And then we had the call, then they said then the oleo gel is drying too fast for them. So that's why we created walnut gel. So this is the time to try, because we did a great price on that. And so, by the way, I always mention on all our AMA sessions, we never have any sales, any discounts, and that was done specifically to help our stores, because we work only with small independent stores in United States and in Europe, and now in Canada. And I do know Canadian, my favorite Canadian people, you looking us, you're watching right now, and many sets what we will show today are not available for you due to the packaging. But if you will write to us, and if you absolutely like something today, so then we can definitely will help and figure out one way or another how to deliver to you. Same with Europe. And I promise you, next year we will do on all three our platforms, 3 stores, and so then everything will be the same like in United States. So next set would be Italian varnish, Venetian medium, and oleo gel. Again, three of these mediums are gel mediums, and I always on our classes saying that Venetian medium is our most romantic medium, because it's based on basically 16th century idea when the artists in Venice were using the glass powder, and it was, you know, beautiful jewel-like finish. And so we created not only, you do know, whoever know our line of colors, we have crystal white, which is lead white mixed with crystal leaded glass. But if we understood, then what if you want to make that unbelievable shiny surface? So then that would be great way to use with Venetian medium. Italian varnish, slightly different. So both of these mediums, Italian varnish and Venetian medium, are based on black oil. And so I will, yes, thank you very much. So based on black oil, and they both of them have turpentine. So please, if you have trouble with any solvents, so please don't use that one. That set will not be for you. And so Italian varnish, it's essentially what everybody who uses Marizia medium and wants that sliding property of your brush on the surface of the painting. So that's what Italian varnish does to the paint. Oleo gel is a little bit different. Again, we already mentioned so many times, but I will repeat again. Oleo gel is linseed oil, just simple linseed oil with fumed silica. Fumed silica, it's a inert substance, what you probably eat every day, like in ketchup and toothpaste and something. It's but essentially what it does, it's what that substance make the liquid gel. And so that's what we did. So we did we put fumed silica to oil, and that become the oleo gel. And so this, again, we put great price for that set, just in order to try. Remember, if you don't like turpentine or you can't use turpentine, this is not for you. So next one is paste medium set, and that set, it's so it's Velasquez medium, Impasta medium, and it's transparent base, underpainting transparent base. I repeat that again, it's underpainting transparent base. This is alkyd based medium, and so I will return in a second to that, because I will first explain about our probably the safest mediums we have. It's Impasta medium and Velasquez. It's basically oil and chalk. In Impasta we use chalk and barium sulfate a little bit, and so in Velasquez we mix with like couple of the how's that, it's yeah, what's the chalk is, it's yes, but
an extender pigment.
Extender pigment. So obviously I even have brain shot. So anyway, so extender pigments. And so the difference is on Velasquez medium we are using long oil, which is bodied oil, so which make the paint long and stringy. And in Impasta medium we are using refined linseed oil, which makes Impasta looking. And so transparent base, was made specifically for people who want to paint underpainting very quick, and you can mix with any of your color, and so you don't need to do any more fast, colors where you need to buy different colors at the same time. So you can just use your favorite colors, what you need to use for underpainting, and so you mix with transparent base, and here, voila, and couple hours your first layer is done. Again, be careful with that. We had the complaints when people don't understand when they are what they're buying. So it dries very fast, and people think then it's sticky and can't flow correct. That's why, because this is what it intend to be. And so if it's too thick for you or too sticky for you, so you can add any oil, and you can still can be used. So that does have alkyd, so it's why the label is different, so you can see the difference.
Question.
Yes.
Does epoxide oil dry as fast as transparent base?
No. Transparent base dries faster. I specifically didn't put in any of the sets oleoresin gel, because again it's based on it's different resin and alkyd, and we have people who absolutely love it or absolutely hate that, and so for us to introduce and put that to the set for the holiday gift, I think it was not wise. So, but I felt like base is, because George a little bit modified the formula. Actually, we did, and that new batch, what you probably, I know so many people call us, and so we were out of stock for, George, you moving. So it was for whole months we were out of stock. And so now he made it, and it's absolutely looking great. So you will love that. We have another set, which, believe me, when you will get that set, it will be packed very nicely. But I just wanted to show you. So we have that set. So it's 6 of our gel mediums, but on big sizes. So, and again, that's great gift to try, so that you will find out that on your guide. Yes. Where are we going now? Oh yes, we are reaching now the oils. So let's start, of course, from God, it's heavy. So this is our 3 lead whites. So lead white number 1, lead white number 2, and last couple years we started make lead titanium for artists who think then lead white is not as opaque as they would like. So I'll read
that too.
Okay, thank you very much. I will finish right now just with this. So those of you obviously who use our colors regularly, you do know then we raised the prices last month. We didn't have our lead whites almost 2 months. So now we do have. Today I will apologize a couple times to our Canadian friends and to our European artists, because we still didn't send yet the lead whites to your countries, and so we will try to do this before Christmas. And but I just want to assure you, we do have enough pigment to survive. Okay, so don't panic. It's there. Yes, George.
How
Can
would you rank your lead whites against each other? Example, lead white number 1 is better than lead white, titanium lead white.
Great question. So it's always when people, when they never bought any of our colors, at any show, people come to us and they ask how we are different. And so what's the color they need to try? I always say, try both lead whites, number 1 and number 2, because they, although they are from same pigment, the difference is it's the oil. So number 1 is in linseed oil, number 2 is in walnut oil. Lead reacts to the walnut oil completely different than in linseed oil. So in lead white number 1, it will be stiff and stringy, but on number 2 it will be more I'm so sorry, it will be fluffier and longer. You will use both of them at some point, but at least at that point you will decide which one is for you, because honestly we have 50-50 division between artists who absolutely love number 1 or absolutely can't live without number 2. So lead titanium, again, it's one of these colors what I told George a long time ago we never will make, because it's modern pigment titanium. That I didn't expect. I'm recovering from sickness, and so I am apologize for that for a second. This is beautiful mug Leslie gave me for my birthday. We still have music there, so then people will not hear how I'm swallowing. Anyway, so back to that. But we do realize then, even we suggest for you, when you paint with lead white, sometimes it's too transparent. And you do need, or too warm. So you need, I'm losing my voice. So you need this oomph, you need this opacity. And the best pigment for that would be, of course, titanium. So it's why a couple years ago we ended up to make our lead titanium. Since prices were up, and I do, based on a number of orders you had this, we had from you last October. Obviously, price didn't scared you at all. So, but we decided to give you a break on that, and so that would be great price to try these 3 lead white colors. Is there any questions, George? Okay, here I don't know which one, because we will have 3 of them, and so they packed nicely, and so Leslie did this great job for me packaging, and so I will be as surprised as you to see that set. So that will be, we will have historical yellows. So we will have, thank you, Leslie brought me water. So we will have 3 Naples yellow. Again, guys, this is historical colors. This is not your mix ochres from like other companies do. They call Naples yellow, but they ended up to give you a mixture of ochres. But here we will have Naples yellow dark, and Naples yellow Paris. 3 of them completely different colors, and it's usually it's quite expensive, and I mean it's expensive even by now, but this time we just dress up for you and put all of them together in one box, and that's magnetic box. When you will use your Naples yellow, you see, you can actually reuse your colors. These boxes are magnetic and they can be stored very small amount, but small spaces. Yes. Okay, this one. Let's go to next one. I still don't know which one. So again, it's surprise for all of us. Oh, here's modern yellows, and here we will have 3 cadmium yellows. So we have 3 of them. It's interesting on my screen, all that looking very orangey. I hope it will not scared you, so then something we are selling you this. For me on screen it's look the same, absolutely the same colors, but they are so different. And again, we are putting that in a special gift box, and we are giving you great price for that. So this would be that set. And then of course, just because I know what would be the third one, so that would be the modern reds. And so what we will do here, we have cadmium red light, which is yes back in stock. And Linda, I know you were waiting for that. You wrote me today, actually 3 people today wrote exactly the same message. It's about cadmium red light. We have back in stock right now. And yes, and you're right, it's cadmium yellow light is out of stock. So, but we definitely we will have by the end of the week. So and so here's cadmium orange. So, oops. Okay, here's the box. Okay, great. Next is that already silver point? Okay, let's do that. Finally, we have that. So that box. So we have 2 big boxes and a small box, and that's called Silver Bounty. And for people who never painted or who never draw with silver points, that would be great introduction. We have here all metals. So we have, I think we have like around 10 or 12 different metals. And so here's the great trial, and of course the pen. So that's what, so how it works, I can show you right here. So here's for wide, here's would be, you can see the bigger hole. And here's no, it's opposite. Okay, here's bigger hole, you can see. Thank you. And here's smaller one. So basically that pen you can use on for both, from one side for thin and another side for wide silver points. So that's the one set. Here's another one, and that one called, let me see how, because we made that cute names, and I will tell you the name right now. Who will tell me, George? Can you tell me? Oh, it's Posh Box. It's Posh Box. So yes, it's Posh Box. So what we have here, here's a little bit different. So we will have gold point, which is not obviously included on that first one. And we have, so that is thin, and here's wide silver. And we have copper wool pad. And we have 3 different metal wool pads, so copper, bronze, and aluminum, and all of them, of course, have different grays. Don't expect, if you never draw with silver point, don't expect gold on your surface. If you are drawing with gold, it still will be gray lines. So we include for you 1 bag of just a trial, traditional ground, so you can apply to any of your panels. Or we have for you here silver point paper. We include for you 2 pockets of this, and we include 2 metal panels. Wow, for me it's look black. Oh, it's because green, oh my God, okay. So in reality, guys, this is green here, so don't be alert, because obviously we have a green screen. So, and I'm in green today too, so that's why. No, I'm joking, I'm in black. So, and that's aluminum. Look at this. This is aluminum surface. So it's Artifacts company. They make special panels for us for silver points. It's actually, although it's called temp panel, so then you can use or for tempera, or for watercolors, or for silver points. So we include for you 2 of these panels, so then you will not wait. As soon as you will get your gift set, so you will be ready to draw immediately. So, and of course we put for you instruction how to draw with silver points. So this is done by Butch Krieger, and so printed by George O'Hanlon. So then we can, you can immediately enjoy your gift. And so, like I said, this is first time we included gold. This is quite expensive, but we gave you special price for that. So, and that one called Nutty Box.
Natty?
Nutty. I just found that word, and it's a English word, and it does mean
Sophisticated.
Sophisticated. So that's what we have for you. So here's the box, and so what we include here, we put 3 different metal points, all of them wide. So, oh no, I did one thin, I see right now. Thin silver, wide nickel silver, and wide copper. And remember, when you will draw with copper, copper reacts more than any other metals, reacts to environment, and it will become greenish. There are some even ways how to make that even faster green, so that would be nice to try for you. And for that reason, I put, instead of copper wool pad, I put bronze wool pad, so then you can see the different grays on your surface. And again, that's the pan here. We include the ground just to try. So usually we sell on bags of 1 kilogram and 500 grams. And here's again our instruction. 2 packs of silver point paper. And again, I just am amused by this black panels, so 10 panels. So again, metal. If you need more explanation, if you have questions about Artifacts panels, I would love to talk more. But for now, let's continue, because we have a lot to cover. And so now we will go to gilding, because I don't know if many of you know, but whole our company started 17 years ago actually, with egg tempera artists and mostly with iconographers, because we had George and we run non-profit organizations called Iconophile, where we would bring iconographers from mostly from Russia to teach here classes, and so George got in love with that medium, so which is of course that egg tempera, and I got in love with gilding. So and that's gilding still is big part of our company, and that's why I would like to, if you were afraid of the gold, I encourage you to try, and that would be the great sets, 2 sets to try. So one, again, I don't know which one I will open first, but let's hope then that would be what I was thinking. Yes, that's it is. And it's called Master Box. And so what we included here, so that tool calls burnisher, and I will return a little bit later to that to explain why do you need that. So this is special brush for gilding, and again I will explain why you need that brush. Here's just simple applying brush for gold. We include here spatula for 2 different things here. It's one is rabbit skin glue, and one is clay ball. On another word is for gilding, because you can't apply gold. Yes, thank you. You can't apply gold just for white surface, because other ways, although the gold is metal and one of the most beautiful metals too, but it's so thin. If you ever will look the leaf of gold on the light, you will see that small holes, and it's due to because the surface of that leaf is so thin. So imagine if you will apply on white surface, so the white will penetrate through the gold, and the gold will look like your regular, I don't know, metal can from your local store. So, but you want that to look as a gold, so then you need to apply red ball, or you can apply yellow, which will look, your gold will look much more warmer from that point. If you apply in silver, so then at that point you would need to apply or blue ball or black, because again, silver, although it's much more thicker than gold, but it's still thin enough, then the surface must be absolutely covered. So we cover that, and so we include to that, it's basically glue to how, because gold just, although when you will paint with gold, and if you will try even to touch, that's why you never touch the gold by hand, but with brush, because gold adheres to everything except the places where you want. So it's why we need the gold size, and so that's called gold size, and so we included for you small amount to try. And in this set I included actually 3 different, so silver leaf, loose. So the gold and silver are have 2 different surfaces, one called loose and one called patent. Patent, it's what's stuck to the paper, so it's not a flying leaf. So, and so we have, I included patent silver, patent loose, patent gold, loose silver, and let's put this way, I included both loose and patent gold and loose and patent silver. That's what. Jeez, finally. Okay, done. Another unusual thing here in that set, I surprised, and artists don't think often, but every time when you apply the ball, you need to make that surface so smooth. It must be like gold, that like mirror, because gold will show up any imperfection you have on the surface. So for that reason, I included for you sand paper, and that's special one. And again, if you will need any explanation further, so then you can call us and we can explain to you later. And so all kind of mixing sticks and cleaning sticks. So here, and that's called the gilding pad. That's where you put your gold. Okay, thank you very much. So you will take the leaf of the gold with the brush on that on the pad, and you will use the brush like this. You will just take the small oil. It's enough for gold to adhere to the brush, and so, or on your hair. So it's one way or another, and then you will just take piece by piece with that brush. So with loose gold, you absolutely need that brush. With patent, you don't. You can just cut any pieces because it's glued to the paper, and then you adhere to the surface. And so when you adhere the gold, there are so many different flying pieces which you need to collect because it's very expensive. And so for cleaning the surface, we are giving you that funny brush, and it's very soft one, but it will take out all missing gilding pieces. Don't throw away, keep it, and then you can reuse it again. And last thing, it's called horse hair cloth. And it's again just for polishing the surface. So when you apply the gold to the surface, so you need to make that again mirror-like, then you apply the gold, and then after that you need to polish, because without polishing, the gold will not look like what you are accustomed to see on the best pieces, known. So because it must be burnished or polished, and so for that reason we are using it's agate burnisher. Jesus, and our snow California flies here. So that's called burnisher. We have different sizes, different shapes, but that called is dog tooth, and it's most common one. So.
We have a question?
Yes.
Is the gilding set available in Canada? From the Canada website? Not yet.
Not yet, but we will. We will. Yes. What you want?
I mean, they can get it shipped from the U.S.
Yes, but then you will ended up like always pay. That's why we have Canada website right now. Then at least you will not ended up to pay crazy shipping and unbelievable taxes or customs, and so that's. But you need to understand. Then we. It's still trial for us. We still need to figure out what Canada wants, what Europe wants, because now we are realizing, I mean, even between our stores here in the United States, stores selling different products because they have different artists, and so that's why we are trying to figure out where we are with Canada. What do you want? Write us. Other day I promised another gentleman to send the silver point paper. We absolutely will, and I think the palette to the Canada will be ready by next week, because we were waiting on panels, and so we are sending panels to Canada. It's artifacts panels, and so it will be available on Natural Pigments website. So in Canada, yes, in Canada, yes. So let me clean up this very quickly. Where we are with time?
1 hour.
We are on, okay. I will speed up. Okay, so and here's another set. And that called novice set. If you don't want to use a gold yet, you want to practice and you don't want to spend the money on gold. Although, think it's like this. I every time on our classes, I every time saying, then please paint with gold. Don't be afraid, because on the end, so the bulk of the gold leaf, it's 25 leaves in the book. When you divide that from, okay, you are buying like approximately for $50 to $60. It's basically your cup of coffee you are going to Starbucks. So why do not spend that on your gold? And so it's not that crazy expensive. But if you're still not sure if you want to use gold, so we had another set which and here I will show you the difference. If George will show us closely. Yep. So again, we include here all kind of mixing sticks. You will need that. You will see, you will understand that later where you need. And so again, pad. But you notice the difference. And here I gave you different brush. And if the first brush on the first set was, that was squirrel brush. And that's very soft, because remember I told you then gold is very gentle and sensitive, so then you need very, very soft one. But this one is Bristol brush, so very thick one, because for we put for you 3 different composition leaves, which they pretend like they looking like gold, but it's not. So they will tarnish very quickly, so you need to remember about that. So where gold is not tarnishing, so you don't need necessarily to have a varnish for the gold. But for the composition metals, absolutely, because the how fast it can change. So we have copper, we have composition leaf, we have aluminum, which will pretend like it's silver, and these two just have different composition on the copper and other metals. So the idea, and so then we include for you shellac. So you would need to make your own shellac solution, which you absolutely need to make that with
Alcohol.
denatured alcohol, not just alcohol, it's denatured alcohol, because if you will mix just with alcohol, so then it will become cloudy or milky, so you don't want to use that. So it's very easy. You basically take 1 part of shellac and 10 parts of denatured alcohol. That would be your solution for the varnish for fake gold. So, and everything else, as in previous set, we have again size. We have a little bit different brush I gave, just silvery one, okay. And again, for polishing the surface, I gave the horsehair cloth. You don't need necessarily to have very polished surface for that one, because it never will, on the end, it never will look as a gold or even perform as a gold. So, but nice to try. So this is again nicely boxed, very cool gift for someone or for yourself. Okay, so we are done with gilding, and what we left? Oh, we have now it will be Watercolors. So Watercolors, and of course, for those of you who don't know what Watercolors are, it's water-soluble wax paint. Sounds crazy oxymoron. So how you can paint with wax, and especially if your wax paint looks like that in the tube. even if you know something about encaustic, so you do know then you're buying these cakes, and so then you have hot plates, and so, and then you're breathing the fumes, and so then it's, you need to paint very fast, and so now you have opportunity to paint as like with regular oil, no, regular acrylics, because it dries as fast as acrylics. So how it works, you just buy the tube like this, you squeeze to your palette, keep it moist, and paint with your brush. As soon as water evaporates, it doesn't become encaustic necessarily, but it will be wax paint, and it's actually looks like encaustic. And for people who are true encaustic artists, please don't be upset with me. I know some of you are just writing us and says like, this is not encaustic. It is not. We never had the pretense that it's encaustic. So, but it's something very similar, and you don't need to breathe your fumes. You don't need to deal with hot plates. But if you layer enough, so it will look like you encaustic, and then you can take heat gun or even hair dryer and hot tools and modulate whatever you want. And so one day you can have one painting, 10 years later you wake up and you just tired from that painting, then you have a heat gun and you can change it. So for people who never tried our Watercolors, so we put together 15 different colors, and so the range is from, so we even put pearl and silver, and so we put 2 reds, 2 greens, 2 blues, and so everything what would be nice to try first on your trial. So, and overall it is for Watercolors, just because it's my favorite baby, because every color what we are making, it's like your child, because it takes so long time to develop. So Watercolors is one of our favorites here in natural pigments, very unusual one, and I want to on your hands. And so read on our website what it is, how it works. We have several mediums. Because if you will paint with water, it will look more like watercolors. It will be matte on the end. But if you use with mediums, we have gel medium, we have fluid mediums, then it will definitely give that waxy look. And so for this event, we gave best price. So we basically, it's almost 40%. So I gave, so then you will try, because I promise you will love it. So many artists we convinced to try, and so many of them switch now to Watercolors, and I'm proud of that product. And so very heavy box. So we will move here, and now it came time to show you what was our absolutely bestsellers last year. That's how we understood, guys, then you need holiday gifts, and we will not fail again. So then this year I will just show you what was on it was paint making kits. And so we have 2 different one is for watercolor paint making kit, and it's changed a little bit from last year. We decided to change only for the reason then we understood that certain things were needed and certain things didn't. And so on oils paint making kit, we changed this side. So we had oil bottle, but now what we decided to do, we gave you our sampler. Okay, oh, that's fine, Josh. So linseed oil sampler, where you can try 4 different oils. Okay, so That's one. On watercolors, you will have that cutie. You see how that one? This is called molar. And so molar you will use on ground glass. So again, this here we have ground glass, you can see, because if you will use just glass like this, it's most likely will not grind very well your colors. So that's why you have this surface, and so you can see it's the difference between this one where the lights were. Yep. Okay. So for watercolors we have this one, because usually on watercolors or egg tempera you don't use much color, so then it's very comfortable to make the paint with this one.
You want to show how it's gripped?
Yes, yes, I will show right now. And here's the for oil, and you can see the difference. So this one you grab this way because you need more tension with the oil, and so that's why. So that's how you grind your paint, and you can see the surface of the molar too. And on that one you grab like this, and so you grind like this. So again, it's preferences. We thought then it will be easier for watercolors or egg tempera to use that one, but it's absolutely not necessary. If you choose this one for watercolors, that's fine. But in the set we have, and again it's a special price, only because we do understand, and once you buy the bunch, so and on the set we have so on watercolors we have that knife. You can see that different shape. So, and on oils we have that kind of knife. So because knife, it's easier to work with this one. And for watercolors we have watercolor medium and watercolor solution to keep the watercolor moist. So, and of course, like always in our store we do have empty pens. So then you can buy at any point, wow, okay, empty tubes, and so that's about it about all colors. I mean all our products, and I finally. Thank you for artists who call us and asking this, and I know you wanted this, because on our videos I always show that cards where I make the samplers, swatches, and so I thought for holiday would be probably the great gift to have. So your swatches, you make your swatches and give to another artist, so then they would not need to do the same stuff. And so anyway, we will have that on the website today. And so then again, this is Lonetta card, George, yes. And so basically with this card, you already saw this several times on our video. We are checking opacity or transparency or particle size, because you can see obviously, because it's very sleek surface. So where we are now. Okay, no okay, so not many questions. So thank you very much being today with us. It's very unusual session. We definitely like it, although it was a lot of preparation. And I thank you, and I thank all my my crew here. Guys basically were keeping very quiet all this time, and we are going to work, and enjoy your day. See you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.